I want to introduce you to some of my friends this morning. This is called a globe thistle. I think the specific terminology is Echinops Ritro. And it's this cool little thistle that we got originally from a member of our community, Piero Bonamico. And it starts off sort of like this one. And then as it progresses, it sort of flowers out in its own thistle kind of way. Now, my eyes aren't good enough to count them, but I think that each little floweret on it has 5 petals. Welcome to Finding God in the Times of COVID. Today's July the 30th. I was looking at these flowers. They're ones that just happen to be growing, at our place. There's a cosmos, that white one. There's this other Gerber daisy, which if you look closely at the little yellow flowers within the flowers, I think we're back to that number 5 little flowers on the yellow part. And then sometimes, in a little vase like this, I'll put some sage because, oh my gosh, I love the way sage smells. And then there's, of course, this little globe thistle also. When I saw this little vase this morning that we put together, I thought that little cosmos flower, is just drooping over on the side, and I don't have a real ability for floral arrangement like some of you out there do, but I did take it and I sort of tucked it behind the Gerber daisy at one point, because Gerber daisy's stems are so strong and firm, and then it's sort of like propped up the little white flower, the cosmos. I'll let you look inside of that one too. I feel like I'm at show and tell back in elementary school. But I mentioned the cosmos flower drooping over because, well, partly because maybe it just felt droopy this morning and needed to flop over to the side, which would be okay. We have those days, don't we, sometimes where we just need to flop and kind of just be off on our own like that. I picked up a book this morning, just picked it up to read it. It's this Kathleen Norris book, Amazing Grace, the Alphabet of Faith. One of the sections in her book is this section on God talk. And what she means by God talk is it's religious language, but sometimes religious language that just gets, lost on its connection point with other people. Using too many theological or religious words. And what she urges, as we think of our own lives, relate to other people, is that, of course, we talk about things that are of central religious significance to us, like Christ or God or salvation. But she says that oftentimes, like in a preacher's sermon, there's so much theological language, or in just the reflection of, she said, her grandmother who would write her a letter, it was like Jesus this and Jesus that and Jesus the other, sort of so much God talk that she said she had a hard time sometimes understanding what it all really meant. So I was thinking about Jesus himself and the regular turn that he takes to things, maybe as simple as the variety and the, arrangement of flowers, to try to point toward things symbolic about the spiritual life which we lead. So I'll just invite us to maybe follow in some of those footsteps today of the teachings of Jesus, who looked to things just right around him regularly as a way of trying to point us toward the things around us and point us toward things in the depth of a spiritual life, so that we truly might be sustained, here and now in the living of our lives. So, if anybody has any ideas about why the number 5 shows up regularly in flowers. I didn't do like a little Google search about it, but I'm always interested in it. I was thinking about the number of fingers we have, or finger and thumb, and just wondering, like, why is it that God sticks 5 all over the place in our lives and in our world? Blessings on your day.